You guys need a triangle too, so. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's write 2-point perspective. So what's our objective once again? Our objective for this class is realism, to teach you guys how to draw realistically, how to paint realistically, how to understand lighting, how to understand color, how to understand different materials in art, okay? So that's our objective, because I think that, and most artists I would say, think that you can, if you have a strong foundation in these principles that I'm teaching you, then you'll be able to draw anything, paint anything, create whatever you want, okay? So, anyway, 2-point perspective. Let's do some little thumbnails here. My other class I did something else, but anyway, we'll do this. So just like freehand, I just want you to take your pencil, and everybody has a pencil, I hope. Does anybody not have a pencil? Okay, good. You guys all have a pencil. And we're going to do another little thumbnail right here. This is called a thumbnail sketch. It's just a small sketch. It's like a mini piece of paper, and we'll do another thumbnail sketch right here, like that. Okay, and then we're going to do some 2-point perspective studies. So just do this freehand, okay? What we're going to do is we're just going to go like this. Let's put a horizon line up here. Let's put a horizon line in the middle, and let's put a horizon line down towards the bottom, okay? So the difference here is, did I do these with you guys last time? Okay, so that's what I thought. That's why I'm kind of approaching it this way. Last time we did a vanishing point like towards the middle, but here for 2-point perspective, we're gonna go like this. And let me kind of zoom in there. So here, put a point here, small point and a small point. This is VP1, this is VP2. So VP, once again, down here, VP equals vanishing point. And HL equals horizon line when we're doing this, okay?
Turn off the lights, sir.
Huh?
Turn off the lights.
Oh, I will. Thank you so much. And then write our name down here. So I can read it. First and last name, and period 6/9/2022. Okay. So then we go back here, and we have vanishing point here, we have vanishing point here. Okay. So let's just make a perspective. Let's do this. Let's do another one right here. Let's do another thumbnail sketch right here, like that. Okay. So this one, let's go this one in the middle as well. Okay. So in this one we just did, put a VP1 and put a little dot VP2. So here we're going to make a perspective grid, okay? And this is how you make a perspective grid. We're going to go like this. Okay, and then from here, from vanishing point 2, we're going to go like this. Cool, huh? So see how it started to give us some dimension? Okay, then from vanishing point 1, we're going to, so here's our horizon line, and we're going to go like this. And then from vanishing point 2, we're going to go like this. Okay, so this is a perspective grid. Okay? I honestly don't use that much, but when you're drawing realistically, painting realistically, or from your imagination, even when you're like, even if you're drawing a character or a creature and you're trying to make this thing look 3D or trying to make it look realistic, you need to be thinking in dimension. And this is a good way of having you think dimensionally, okay? So let's pick a spot. So look, let's just pick a point here and let's just go like this. and stop here and then go down like this. And stop here and go like this. And then stop here and go like this, okay? So I've just chosen a spot out of that to make, you know, this is a plane. So it's just a flat surface, like a piece of paper. And this is up in the air, okay? Because this is a horizon line. This is above the eye level or up in the air. And then here we go like this. Yeah, go. Go here and go across. Stop and then go like here. Stop and then go here. Stop and then go here. So this is a plane as well, okay? Or this is a footprint. So this is a footprint. Okay? And then the idea of a footprint is that objects or things or people or animals, they take up space. Okay, so they take up space. So when you're thinking in perspective, this is the footprint, okay? It's taking up space. This could be the table. This could be a foot, a chair, whatever, okay? So now, I just so happened that I kind of like, I don't know if you guys put yours right up above each other, but if I go like this, I can join these. I just randomly happened to do that on accident, was align them. I didn't do that on purpose, so that, but anyway, there's our box in 2-point perspective, right? So here we can, it's made of glass, we can see through it, okay? So let's go like this. Let's switch gears. Let's go like this to vantage point 1. So this one is our bird's eye view. Okay, and let's go like this. And let's go like this. Just like that. Okay, so this is the start of our box. We go, okay, our box is going to be on the ground, okay? And we could put, if we wanted to, we could go like this, and we can go like that, and then we have another box. Okay? We could even do this. Let's do this, just for the fun of it. Let's go straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down, right? So now I have like the tops of buildings. Oh, how's that? Okay, so thanks for telling me that. Thanks for telling me that. So we just go straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. Now we have like buildings, or it could be a cliff or something. And these are going straight down like that. Let's make that one a little bit darker. This right here that I'm doing, this is hatching. It gives value, but with line. Let's make this a little bit darker. Let's fill that in. And then let's do this. Let's just go like make a little rectangle and split that rectangle in half. And let's go like this and fill that in and then put a little head on there. Okay, so, or I could go like this and go, hey, let's make a bigger person right here. And go like that. Okay? So, anyway, right there we're drawn out of our imagination, like a scene, or if you want to get into comic books or storyboarding or even just imaginative drawing and painting. You know, this perspective could be valuable. Okay, so let's go to this one right here. Let's just go to a regular like horizon line in the middle. Okay, and here's our vanishing point here, VP1, and let's go VP2. And let's just go like this. And let's go like this. And there's our footprint. And let's just do this in the air. And let's do this in the air. Oops, that wasn't very straight. There we go. And then we have this thing right here. And let's do this. Let's go bump, 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 right? So there's your cloud. Under part of the cloud usually has a darker side, So that could be a cloud, whatever. Okay. So this is our normal view, like it's right in the middle. Typically you want your horizon line to be a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Okay. And let's go over here to this one. Little point, VP1, and point VP2. And let's go like this. And let's go like this. And here is our footprint way down here, way down low. And let's do this. Hey, we'll go straight up, straight up, straight up. I'll just go all the way off screen. Let's just go all the way off screen here. This could just be like a giant tower. And let's make this darker. Let's make this whole side darker. And let's give our sky a little bit of value. Oh, what I'm doing is I'm holding my pencil back here. I'm not holding it all the way up here. So we'll make this side darker. We'll make this as a sky. We'll make the sky a little like medium. We'll shade that in. And let's have this see-through. So this is sky as well. And this is sky as well. So we're seeing through that. And let's like put a little head right here, a teeny tiny head. It's just an oval. And then let's put a body like this. Here's our person just hanging out in this weird place. And let's shade this going down like this. And I'm just doing this just because. But I'm also doing this because it just gets you to think like, oh, I can set up like little scenes or do little, if you have an idea in your head of a painting you want to do or a drawing, then this could help that, But anyway, these are called thumbnail sketches. Maybe this is a portal or something. I don't know. And let's shade this. Let's go shade this down like this. Because usually the sky is darker up towards the top and it's lighter as you view the mountains. And I'll explain why later. Like, not today because I can't show you guys that because it's all raining outside. Okay. So anyway, then we can put another person hanging out over here. Put the arms kind of coming out to the side maybe. Like, hey, whoa, what's going on here? This person's holding like an orb right there. Okay, so anyway, some little thumbnail sketches to just get us going with 2-point perspective, okay? All right, now let's get going on. We're going to do this today. Okay, I'm going to teach you guys as much as I can with this. I'm just going to teach you 2-point perspective, but also jump to lighting and values and shading and all this fundamental stuff that you need to learn, okay, when you're drawing something realistically. Okay, so let's flip it over. All right, we're going to start using our triangle here. And this is page 2. So we're just going to go like this, draw across. Go a little bit higher on this. Don't go right in the middle, but go a little bit higher. Is anything cut off? No. Okay, so we're just going to go across like that. Anybody done this before? Cool. All right, so you guys will learn something new. All right, and then we're going to go like this. Okay, so this is our horizon line, HL. And over here, we're going to put a small point, and this is going to be VP1. And then over here, this is a small point. We're going to put VP2, okay? And then we are going to make a footprint. Oh, will you get that? So this one needs to be at that angle pretty much. And then this needs to be, we'll put that a little steeper angle like that. So it's not right in the middle, okay? So this is off to the right a little bit, okay? And then we're going to start from vanishing point 1 again, and we're going to go like this. And make sure these lines are light. Don't push down hard, okay? Try to push down light. How do you push down light? Well, you hold your pencil like in the middle, or you can hold your pencil at the back right here. That'll help you make a light line, okay? So we're going to hold that there, and then we're going to go, and I'm thinking, there we go. All right, so here's our footprint right here. So this is our footprint of our box. And the box is the most fundamental thing. That's why I'm teaching you at first. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be in any order either. Okay, so we got 4 points, and this is the point. This is closest to us, and we're going to use that to build our box. Okay, so we're going to go like this, and we want to go straight up. So line up your straight edge. A balloon pop. Whoa. Balloon poppage. Line up the straight edge to that horizon line, and then we're going to go up to about right there, okay? So I just went past this line. See this line right here? We just went past that line. Okay, so when you're dealing with perspective and 2-point perspective, each point needs to go to vanishing point 1 and vanishing point 2. So this point, it has a line going to VP1 and it has a line going to VP2. This point, this line, it goes to VP1, VP2, VP1, VP2. This point, VP1, VP2. So every point, so let's write this down. Every point goes to VP1 and VP2. Well, almost every point, I should say. Okay. So we now have this new point that we've created. It needs to go to VP1. And it needs to go to VP2. And we're drawing lightly. Okay, so this line, it crosses over point number 1. So we draw a straight line going up to that line. So line that up to that line there. And we stop right there, and there's a new point right there, right? So now we have a new point. And that point, it already goes to vanishing point 1. So that point also needs to go to where? Vanishing point 2. So we're going to go to vanishing point 2. Okay, so that goes to vanishing point 2. Do we have any new points? No, not yet. So we got to create a new point. So we now have a wall going up. We're building this up. So number 1 is going up. Number 3 is going up. Number 4 needs to go up. Light line going up, 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 and it stops right there. Why do we stop right here? Because this aligns with this point right here. These two line up, okay? And then this point, it already goes to VP2, so this point also needs to go to VP1. Go to VP1 over here, and then watch this right there. Right there, it crosses. I'm off a little bit, but these two cross. Look, put your finger here, put your pencil here, go here and meet right there. See that? So they cross right there. These two cross right there, And mine's off a little bit, so I'm going to cheat, and I'm just going to draw a vertical line like that. Because if I do go point to point, it's going to be crooked, so I'm just going to, like, I'm off somewhere, okay? And that's the back corner. We can't see that corner. This is made of glass. Now we're going to make this thing solid. But before we make this thing solid, we are going to make a cast shadow, an imaginary cast shadow, okay? Because I'm going to talk about lighting now. Let's say we have a light source up here. So let's put a little circle here. That's our light source. It's shining. It could be a light. It could be a fluorescent light. It could be a flashlight. It could be the sun. It could be any light source, okay? LED light, whatever. Your phone. All right? And that's shining down onto this box. Here's our box right here. It has 6 sides. We want to make this look solid, okay? And then there's different tricks of making it look solid. And then it's like, okay, well, if it's metal, well, there's another trick. Or what if it's, fabric? Well, then that's another trick. But anyway, we're just going to make this like a solid thing. Has normal lighting, like it's very matte, painted matte. So light's coming from above, ABOVE. So it's coming from above. So the top is going to be light. So we're going to put a light L. This side is going to get less light. So that's medium value. And this side's going to be our dark side. It's not getting much light. So that's going to be our dark side. Okay, so what are our 3 main values? We're going to write this down. 3 main, I just told you, values are light, medium, and dark. Okay, our 3 main values are light, medium, dark. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we also have 3 types of edges. Okay, this is how you make an interesting drawing or interesting painting or interesting work of art, okay? You can have interesting edges in a photograph, in a sculpture, in a drawing, in a painting, in an animation. In a film, it goes on and on, okay? In fashion, in clothing you wear, different types of edges. So the 3 types of edges, we have a hard edge. We have a firm edge. Actually, there's 4. Change that to 4. Firm edge. We have a soft edge. And we have a lost edge. Okay? And so I'm going to explain those today. Okay, I'm going to show you a hard edge. Here we go. Hard edge. Take your pencil. And let me go over here like that. And we're going to push down hard. Then medium. Then softer. So less pressure, okay? And I'm holding my pencil like midway. And then I'm gonna choke up a little bit. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Okay? And press down hard, medium to soft. So this right there, that's a hard edge. Okay? So that dark against that light. Over here, this gets soft over here. Okay? So this is your soft edge right there. It gets softer or blended. Okay? And lost edges are a little bit different ideas, so I'll show you guys those once we start shading the box. But soft, here's a soft edge over here, right? So what's a firm edge? Let's go like this. Firm edge. Don't push down super hard, but just like push down. Firm, medium, and soft. Pressure. And then going to the left a little bit, just give a little bit of lighter pressure. Like that. And then just kind of smudge that a little bit. But that's a firm edge right there. See, this is drawn out a ways. So it's like it's blended. And it's soft. Right here, it's like I guess a firm edge would be blurred a little bit. It's blurred. Okay, it's not in focus. It's not crisp. So a hard edge would be crisp. Okay? So, and a firm edge is blurred slightly on the edge, all right? So, I'm thinking of photography, because I took photography twice in high school. It was pretty cool. I liked that a lot. And then we had the wet room where we developed the film. It was really, really cool. And think about edges in photography. You can blur out the background and depth of field. And then you can make things totally in focus and unfocused. It's pretty cool medium. And I wonder if you could do that with your phone. Yeah, I guess you can. It does the depth of field, like when you go in portrait mode, right? It like blurs out the background, and then the things that are closer are all crisp, right? So, all right. A lost edge, I'll show you that in a minute. But those are these are your main edges, your values, your main edges, and you can have every single value in between that too. Like light, medium, and dark are just the main ones. Okay. Values, edges, and then line. When you're dealing with line, let's say you're like you like comic books or character design, or you're kind of like dealing with line and you want to outline things. In this class, we're hardly ever going to outline. I don't want you to outline. We'll do it every once in a while. But when you're dealing with line, let's just write line here. Okay? With line, there's all different types of line. It's infinite. You can look online, and I'll send you guys like a little snippet online, and you can practice drawing different types of lines and textures and things at home if you want to. But basically, line, you have light, medium, and dark. Okay, so the line, you can actually do a light line, right? You can do a medium weight, and this is the weight or a dark line. Okay, so which one are you going to look at? Which one's going to be more important to look at to your eye? The dark line, okay, has more contrast. So here's this is less pressure, and this is medium pressure, and this is hard pressure. So if you want something to pop, give it a dark line. If you want something to not be as important, give it a medium weight line. And you want something to not be as important or kind of have atmosphere and be out of focus, it's a light line. Also, if things that are farther away are lighter and they're thinner and they're lighter. They're don't have as much contrast. Now, also with line, you have thin. This is continuing with line, and you have a thin line and medium and thick lines. Okay, so we could have a thin line and a medium line, medium weight line, and this is weight. This is called line weight. And you could have a thick line. So these are all like contrasting, but they're different thicknesses. So if something that's closer to you would be thicker, something that's farther away would be thinner, okay? Like, let's do this. Let's do a, okay, we only have 30 minutes. Okay, I gotta go over here to shade. We got shade. So anyway, all this stuff, this is all fundamental. Like, you know, if you go to art school, they'll teach you all this stuff, and I'm just teaching you guys it now because this may be the only art class you ever take, and I want to teach you guys as much as possible. All right, light's coming from above. Here we go. Let's go back here. Light's coming from above. Here's your light source shining on the top. The top is light. This is medium. So we're going to shade this. So now, when you're shading, a way to hold the pencil, and we don't want it to be dark all the time, okay? You go like this. You hold it back here, and you hold it low. Or you can hold your pencil like this. Like put your hand like this, and you go like that. Okay, you hold your pencil like that. Why is that good? Okay, so I'm holding my pencil like this, right? Why is that good? Because I can go like this, and I can get a really soft edge. Right? I go back and forth, left to right, and that's what happens. But let's say I go up and down. It's a little bit darker. You have a lot of control over the values. Let's go like this. Diagonally this way. Let's go diagonally this way. and you can build up your values really, really slowly with different pressures, right? You can take your finger and smudge it a little bit if you want, and we can build up more values, okay? So anyway, hold on like that's pretty cool. You can do what you want. All right, so we're going to shade this medium side. We're going to shade this dark side the same as the medium. And I know I'm going out of the edges, but that's okay. And we're going to blend this, and we're going to blend that. Okay? And we're going to shade this part right here. And we're going to shade up. Blend up. And we're going to shade this like this. And we're going to blend up. When I say we're going to shade it like this, that means we're going to blend up. And we're going to blend down like this. Okay? See, I'm going across. Why am I going across like this? Why am I shading across like this? Look at the direction, because yeah, I'm shading like this so I have more lead touching, but I'm shading, look at the direction that I'm shading. What direction am I shading? Left or what? Sideways. I'm shading sideways, I'm shading left to right. Why? No. Good guess. You're like, no, you told me no, but good guess. Okay, I'm shading left to right because the ground is flat. This shows that the ground is flat. Do you guys see that? This shows that the ground is flat, okay? So that's why I'm shading left to right. So let's say you want to paint some ground, right? You'd paint it left to right. So we're basically painting. And you see what I did here? Look what I did here. Which way am I shading on this? Up and down, vertical. Why? Because this is a wall, right? This is a wall going up, and this is going up, right? Can we shade sideways on this? Yes. But I want to show direction, okay? So, I didn't mean to be so abrupt with the no thing, but, okay, so now I messed this up a little bit. As you can tell, we shaded the whole thing, okay, just a little bit. And what I'm going to do here now, we're going to use our eraser, and we're going to erase this top surface. We're going to erase this top surface here. Okay. So there we go. So there we go. I'm going to wait a minute. I'm going to walk around, see how you guys are doing. All right, cool. So, all right. So this is our dark side here. And what we're going to do is, you can, if you want, you can kind of gently, I don't want you to push down too hard because we might do some erasing, but you can take your thumb or take your fingers and kind of like soften all that, okay, if you want. So I see some of you did. Another thing I want you guys to do is I want you to start like let's do this. Right here on this edge, let's darken this a little bit right here. Darken this a little bit more and blend up to give it some more contrast, to make it pop a little bit more. Okay. And let's soften that. Now, watch this. We want to soften that a little bit. Make that top surface not this exact same value. And then get our eraser, and right at that edge, right at that corner, we want to erase out a highlight. So that's a highlight. That's the lightest part of our object. And then you can, an eraser is an awesome tool for carving. And light, so I'm pushing down harder here, but then as I move up, lighter pressure, really, really light pressure. So this value here, let me zoom in and see if we can see that better. But this value here it's all light, but this is slightly darker than this right here, okay? All right, so this is our highlight. What is a highlight? It's the lightest part of an object. And when I say object, it could be a person, it could be anything, an animal, a landscape, a mountain, a fork, whatever it is that you're drawing in or painting, okay? But a highlight's the lightest part of an object, okay? This little bit of value right here, this area that has a little bit of value, this is called halftone. Okay? And halftone can be any value. It can be any value, I should say, that's in the light. That is in the light. Okay? So this side, this is in the light as well, but it's getting a different angle of light, so that's why it's darker. Okay? Now what I want us to do here too is this part we want darker, this part we want lighter up here, because the top portion of this wall, it's getting more light. So it's going to be a little bit lighter. So we're exaggerating this. We're using our power of artistry to, and look where I'm holding my pencil right here. Okay, I'm barely erasing. Going back and forth between this line and this line. Going back to the top and moving down very, very slowly and lightly. So there's still kind of an edge there. I probably should put a little bit of value back there. Maybe darken this down here a little bit. Let's darken this down here a little bit and move up. And how do you darken it just slightly? Once again, hold your pencil way back here, okay? All right, so all this whole side, this is halftone as well. Okay? So our dark side, we're going to do something different here. Before we do that, though, I want to put in a cast shadow. So from this point, there's this thing called the cast shadow, and I'll explain what it is. We're just going to move to the right. We're just creating, out of our imagination, a cast shadow. Okay, so are we on screen here? Yeah, cool. There we go. So here we're going to go over a distance, and we'll stop right there. So now we've created a point right here. Okay, so we're going to go to vanishing point 2, like that. Okay? But we're not going to go to vanishing point 1. Okay, so from this corner, we're going to go over to the right as well. And then we're going to stop right here. Okay, because this comes over from this. This shadow is the height of this box. This shadow is the height of this box. So the light, the angle of the light, right, is going like that. The angle of the light is going like that. Okay? So it's going it's going down actually, But anyway, that's the angle of the light. Then from this point right here, okay, we're going to go to vanishing point 1. And that's going to disappear behind the box. So this is going to, boop, disappear right there. But we're just going to draw that line, kind of fading out. But it'll disappear behind that box, okay? This right here, this shape, this is your cast shadow. Okay? So that's your cast shadow. There's another shadow that's really, really thin. And it goes from here to here. And it goes from here to here. Okay, this is your contact shadow. It's where an object is hitting the surface. So this pencil has a really thin contact shadow. If you put your pencil on the tabletop, or if you put your hand on the tabletop, it has some cast shadow and some contact shadow merged together, okay? And so does this drink right here. So it has contact shadow and it has a little bit of cast. You can see the little bit of cast shadow right there, okay? So that's your contact shadow. All right, now let's talk about core shadow. Right here, we're going to shade like this. We're going to start here, we're going to shade like that, okay? And we're going to go dark to medium value, dark to medium. Okay, you see I'm rotating like a fan. Okay, ready? I'm going to push down harder to medium. Hard to medium. And want to blend that. I'm going to start again. I'm going back to that, back there. Okay, so the core shadow is the darkest part of a shadow on an object, okay? Where it turns, so this is a surface and then it's turning suddenly. Now then we go like this, and the same thing here. From this point right here, I'm going to shade from here and move like, we're going to move like a fan opening up. So, okay? So push down hard. Pressure. 2. Medium. Pressure. And then I'm going to move over from here. I'm going to move over to the left a little bit and blend that. And this corner, I'm going to shade down in that direction. Push down hard. 2. Medium. Okay? So. Just cleaning that up. As you can see, we don't have an outline on this. There's no outline. You should not have an outline. This is a contact shadow. This is not an outline, okay? Here we do have a little bit of outline, but we want to get rid of that. This corner, see there's no line. There's no line here. There's no line here. There's an edge next to an edge, a dark edge next to a medium edge, a dark edge next to a light edge, okay? That creates different contrasts. And I'm just cleaning up that edge there. Okay. This is lighter than this. this part right here, this is reflected light. Right here, I'm giving you guys pretty much all the tools you need to draw something three-dimensional, to draw something really awesome. Okay? So reflected light, the light, see this light's coming down like this, boom. It hits the surface and it bounces back up. It hits the surface and then it bounces back up and it hits this underside. So this is reflected light. It's a great tool to show dimension. If you have highlight, halftone, core shadow, reflected light, your thing's going to look 3D, okay? It's going to look awesome. So it'll look dimensional. All right, now this cast shadow. So the cast shadow, we want to shade that as well. So let's just give it some tone first. And I'm holding the pencil back here like this. So this has variety, right? It's all dark, but this is darker than that. The cast shadows, it's a similar thing. The cast shadow where it's closer to the object. Right here, the cast shadow is closer to the object. It's going to be a hard edge. And then typically, it'll become, so here, it'll be a hard edge. And then let's just say here, it'll become firm. And then out here, it'll become a soft edge. Okay? So out here, it's going to be kind of blurred. So blend that a little bit right here. And blend that a little bit right there. Give it, I'm holding the pencil back here. Here it's going to be darker also. We're going to make it really dark. No light's getting in this area, very little light. And we're going to blend, I'm blending this out to the right. Okay? I'm starting right here and I'm blending out to the right. And then right here, this right there, you see how the values are the same? Right here, the cast shadow value and the value of the box, they're the same side. Same side. They're the same value. That's a lost edge. Okay, where you have the background and the object the same value, that's a lost edge. And then here, the background and the object are different values. So then the edge is found again. And that creates an interesting drawing or painting too. Like I could go like this and go, let's darken that just a little bit right there. Just a little bit more. And let's find that edge a little bit. But I kind of like that lost edge thing there. I'm going to shade that a little bit more. Okay. We could even like blur that out right there. Purposefully. It makes you can make your drawing a little bit more interesting to have that kind of blurred edge or lost edge, you know? So see, it's kind of like we're kind of losing the crispness here. And what that does also, it says, hey, this isn't as important. This is all blurred out. This is important. Look at this crisp, hard edge right here, right? And we could make this important too. Let's make this important. Let's go over here and let's make this important. How do we do that? Well, let's do this. Let's make this darker right here, just because we can. So, when you are creating an artwork, a drawing, and you can make something pop. You can make something really important or less important. So by darkening that area, I made this corner more important. I made that corner pop more. Okay, that's what we did. And then let's like blend that down like this. And over here, we got another kind of lost edge. I mean, there's a kind of a line there, but that's a lost edge too. Okay. Or I could darken that a little bit, the background a little bit. So boxes are really, really important. That's not spending a lot of time on this, okay. That's all we need to know. Next week we're going to learn 3-point perspective. I think I don't know if I sent you guys the thing. I sent you a thing on shadows. I emailed you guys a thing on shadows. You can do it or not. It's not homework, but it's just a cool thing. How many 2-point perspective boxes should you draw? As many as it takes to be comfortable doing this. And so what I want to do is I want to show you guys some. We have like what, 10 minutes? What do we got? 15? Okay. What I'm going to do right now is you guys can follow along or not, but I'm going to do like a kind of a complex 2-point perspective drawing. Okay? I'm not going to use the triangle. You guys can do this freehand with me, or you can just watch. All right? So here we go. So I'm going to do my horizon line, and I'm going to make a perspective grid, okay? So this is VP1, this is VP2. I'm going to do a perspective grid like this. I'm going to show you guys how to punch a hole in, yeah? Yeah, go. All right. So here's my perspective grid, all right? So I put that down there. And then I'm just going to randomly, this is like the creative part, so I can do whatever I want. I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to put this, I'm just going to choose this area right here. Okay, and then I'm going to go up I'm going to go up to here like that and just stop right there. And then I'm going to go like this, like that. Okay, and then here I'm going to go up and hit that line like that. And then I'm going to come out like this. I'm going to go up and I'm going to hit that line like that. And then I'm going to go like this. And then we'll go like that. And then these should align. That line, that's pretty close. That's close enough. Okay. So there we go. Okay, now, so the question is, right? I know you guys are asking this question. How do you punch a hole in a box? How do you make like there's a hole going through? Well, what you do is you go like this. Because I know that you guys are asking this question. So we go like this, right? And we go like this. And we go like that. And we go like that. And then there's that point right there. And that goes to vanishing point 1. And then there's the hole in the box. And this has a point here. And that goes to vanishing point 1 also. There's a point right here. That goes to vanishing point 1 also. Here's a point right here. That goes to vanishing point 1 also. Okay, and this goes all the way over to here on this side like that, and that can go up to that side, and that goes over, and this goes to that side, and this goes over to that side, and then here's the hole on the other side. You guys following? So I have a box within a box, okay? So that's how you can make a hole in the box, okay? Or what we could do is we could go like this. Let's do this. Let's drop this down to here. Now, how do you cut out a chunk of the box? How do you cut a chunk out, right? So we go like this, we go like this, we go like this. There's a point there, there's a point there. That's gonna go, now watch this. This is fun right here. So we're gonna go here. We're going to go there. We're going to go there. We're going to go there, there, there. So how do you cut a chunk out of that? Okay, how do you cut a chunk out of that? We go like this. Okay, so there's a point right there and there's a point right there. So that goes to vanishing point 1. And that goes to vanishing point 1. And see that angle like that? We're going to put that angle like that. And what if I wanted to cut a curved chunk? Well, I curve that like that, right? So there's a point there and there's a point there. That goes to vanishing point 1. That goes to vanishing point 1. And then I curve that like that. Okay? And then we can go like this. What if I want to put a hole in it? If I want to put a hole in it, then we go remember this one right here? We want to find the center. Let's find the center like that. And then we go like this. And then we go like this. And then we go like, what if we want to make a curved thing? What if we want to curve that? That's a cool trick I should show you guys. We should practice that right now. So we go like this. And we go like that. And there's your hole in it. And then we shade it dark, medium, to light. And then there's your hole. And this goes to dark, medium, to light. Okay. What I want, oh, we don't have room, huh? We don't have room for that. We got like 10 minutes left. Okay, what I want you guys to do, on another page here, I want you to do some sort of box. I want you to recreate this box on this page. Okay, so you can work together or work individually. Go ahead and do that. Go. When? Oh, never mind. We're done.